This is the first video in the Developer series. In this demonstration, we'll show a simple integration by building a connection between a Dynamics AX system using our installed AX adapter and a table that we'll define here. The goal is to ensure that, as data is added to the AX table, it is replicated in our table. First, we'll create a new container to hold our table by clicking on the green Add button. The Add New Library window will open, allowing us to customize the new table. We'll call our new container My Tables. Most of the values are defaulted, but for this exercise, I'll choose a connection string, selecting an existing connection from a list of choices, and then click on Create New Library. The New Library Contents dialog box will appear, allowing you to choose how you would like your new library to be populated. Make your selection and click OK. This will bring up the Custom View Designer where we can define which tables to use in this collection. You can scroll down the list of available tables and drag and drop your selection into the workspace. We selected prod orders for this example. Next, select the fields you'd like to use, then click Create and type in a name for the newly created view. At this point, the Integration Master Data screen will show that a new table has been created in our new library. New libraries are disabled by default but can be enabled here to save changes. Double-click on the table to view the library properties to ensure all the information needed is present. Our library contains one view and 4 fields, which is what we want, so we can continue on. Now, we'll create a map that uses this table. First, select the Dynamics AX library, and from the list of available tables, we'll select the Production Orders table to monitor. This is already defined as part of the AX adapter. We'll click on the Data Maps tab and click the Add button to create a new data map. Select the Dynamics AX table as the source and the table that we added as its target, then click Save. This will bring up the Integration Field Mapping screen. You can add a mapping by clicking on the Map button. Next, expand the source and target endpoint lists. Then simply click and drag to match fields. There are options available for data transformation during the mapping process, but in our example, we'll just create simple mappings where we map the prod ID in the source to the prod ID in the target, the quantity scheduled in the source to the quantity in target, and schedule date and source to the same in the target. We can preview the data by clicking on the Integrate button in the upper right portion of the screen, then clicking on Preview. This will show the data as it is read in at the source and then written out at the target. If all appears as it should, then close the preview screen. You can further test the mapping by writing a record. Click on the Integrate button again, then select the drop-down menu allowing additional options, and select Delete all target table file data prior to executing. Then click on the Integrate button. After verifying that all target data will be deleted, you will then see that a record has been written as specified in the mappings. You can open the target table to see the data as it's written. Once you've verified that the mapping produces the results desired, you can automate the service by again clicking on the Integrate button. This time select the Real-Time button under the Automate heading. The Instance Creation screen allows you to make changes to the service, but that's not necessary for this example, so we'll simply click Save. It will take just a minute for the project to be created, compiled, and deployed. We will select the option enabling the service to process existing records as well as new ones. Now that the project has been created, we can go to the Real-Time Services tab, select our new service, and select Monitor. This will open the Transaction Monitor window. In this window, we can select our service and start it. We can see the startup messaging taking place as the Windows service is started, and we can see that it's successfully processing records. We can view those records in the table they're being added to by clicking on the Target button. Now, every time a record is added to the Dynamics AX table, it's added to our table. To demonstrate that this is a Windows service encapsulating this functionality, we can open the Windows Services Viewer and stop this service. You will see on the background screen that the service is stopped. When we restart the service, you will see that our transaction monitor picks that up and the service picks up right where it left off. This concludes our sample integration.